So, you see the title of the video, so let's get straight into it. What does Kamala Harris and Donald Trump mean for the business lending industry? Okay? And I'm not into getting into politics. You know, this channel here is not about politics, and I'm not the one to persuade your vote. Wink, wink. But we have to discuss what does this election mean for us in the business loan industry. So there's an article here by Funder Intel that we're going to discuss here 4 days ago. Shout out to Funder Intel. If you're not signed up for their news alerts, you need to. Funder Intel, you guys need to go ahead and sponsor my channel. Okay? But let's quickly go over some of the different highlights here that make their policies different. Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, we're going to start with her first. Proposing to increase the small business startup tax to $50,000 from $50,000 to $50,000 from $5,000, a goal to 25 million new business applications over the next 4 years. That's cool. I guess, depending on how the thing about most of these government programs, it takes so much for you to qualify, like the red tape behind it. There's always this ongoing joke that, SBA loans wouldn't know everything about you, including your future child's DNA. So, whatever. More funding into CDFIs, Community Development Financial Institutions, to loan underserved small businesses. Now, this is something that I actually do feel it does help some businesses that are out there in small communities. If this is a great way, I'm gonna make a video here soon, talk about the 3 main ways on how you can get funding as a startup. And this is one of the best ways to do one. If you got your papers and all your stuff, all your ducks in a row, if you got your business plan, you have good credit, you have a proven concept. These are some great ways to get some really great rates and some financing for your business startup, because business startups are, very tough to get, funding for, given the fact that you lack the income verification, you don't have any assets, you don't have any history, in essence. Moving on, SBA loan enhancements with more lenders reducing the red tape to access capital, easier to refinance a 504 loan, and less straitened use of the requirements. Okay, yeah, get rid of that red tape. That's the red tape I was talking about. So let me understand this benefit here. SBA loan enhancement with more lenders. Okay, reducing the red tape capital. I guess they're gonna make it more easier to underwrite this SBA 504 loans. What an SBA 504 loan? It's an owner-occupied business commercial loan. It's, in essence, it's the FHA of the business world. FHA is used for first-time, home buyers for owner-occupied properties. And not just first time, but any time home buyer. But that's what the 504 is. It's a fixed-rate loan. It's a dope loan for commercial. If you run a business, you need a commercial property, and you actually do use that commercial property. You're not going to be using this as like an investment. You're not buying it. You can't use it to buy like a permanent complex or something like that. You can't use SBA for any type of investment properties. Anyway, unveiled opportunity agenda to plan for Black men, which includes proposal forgivable loans for up to $20,000 to Black entrepreneurs and others. Okay, if you know who I am personally, I'm not a big fan of all this Black stuff that be going on. This is just, and the way this was added was, this just seems very very cheap to me. The way this is presented, I don't know what's going to be the criteria. Are they going to measure the level of blackness you have? Like what is it? What if I'm half Black, or what if I'm half Black? What if I'm African like myself? I don't know. Crypto plans. Harris will ensure owners of investors' digital assets benefits from a regulatory framework to protect them in this market. What the hell does that mean? I hate how Kamala Harris is so vague. Okay, let me read that. Harris will ensure owners of investors of digital assets benefits from the regulatory framework to protect them in this market. How are you going to do that? Okay. Overall economic plan will increase the deficit by estimated $3 trillion, according to non-participant research. So, that's not cool. Harris will continue to take on big banks for junk fees and other issues to protect the consumer. That she will let the law expire, which will include taxes for earners of $400K and over. However, she will cut taxes on tips, as will Trump. This could impact small business borrowing habits. So that's her little thing. I don't really see anything significant, other than to highlight the fact, this was dope. I think this is one that I agree with. I want to know what the hell's going on with this red tape. I know she was pretty vague right here. What the hell does that mean? This is not a good thing to increase that. There's nothing really original here. And then I think even this tip thing, she just copied what Trump was already doing. Let's talk about what Mr. Trump was going to be doing. Cut the corporate taxes again. Trump advocates for reducing the corporate tax rate from 21% to 20%, which will further reduce it to 15% for domestic manufacturers. This will potentially increase profitability for financial institutions and possibly lead to more aggressive lending practices. Trump knows his stuff, man. A lot of people are opposed for this corporate tax cuts and stuff like that, but it does. When business owners make more money, they're profitable. They borrow more. I want them to borrow more so I can lend. But it does. When you understand the velocity of money, you will understand kind of what and how Trump thinks. The thought process behind Kamala Harris is this very socialist type of environment, where together, and just things don't work like that. I mean, that's been proven through history. Now again, I'm not trying to influence the way you think. That's not what we're doing over here. We're just looking at the differences. Okay? So, step number 2, section 2. Let me zoom in so you guys can be able to see much better. Okay? I'm sorry. I think I didn't zoom in. Yeah. So this is Trump stuff. Higher and more tariffs, 10 to 20% tariffs across all the board, with a significant tariff on Chinese goods. China and this Trump and his Chinese tariff war. It would be a $3.9 trillion impact on consumers, essentially a tax increase. This policy could significantly impact international finance trade, potentially creating new challenges and opportunities to the trade finance. I definitely agree. This could be something tricky, but I believe that, I think Trump's main objective is to increase competition and to reduce the reliability we have with China. But it could definitely, cause an increase in, consumer goods coming from China. His plan will increase the deficit by an estimated $7 trillion, according to non-participant research. Definitely much higher than, Miss Kamala Harris. Trump's previous administration was known for reducing financial regulations. Absolutely. Republican state legislature also have been in the most states when it comes to commercial finance regulations, although still putting in place new laws. Okay. So yeah, definitely lessen regulation, because especially in the business lending industry, the more regulation we have, the tighter underwriting standards that lenders are going to have. And the more we have of these shitty type of loans that just high interest rate, don't really have the best structures for borrowers, because it's just an opportunity. If banks were able to be able to offer better products, be a little more creative with the type of financing they offer, it will lessen, it will lower interest rates overall, because some of the interest rates that you see out there with some of the business loans that are, even just personal loans, it's just a little bit ridiculous, just in my opinion. But again, this is what the current market that we're in. I don't know what the solution is, but just for the sake of conversation, it's worth noting that Trump pardons the notorious Jordan Brown, who was fined FTC $20 million due to predatory lending practice, amongst other legal issues that resulted in prison time. The pardon interrupted an ongoing investigation into MCA funders. Braun was legally cooperating with them before that. You see, MCAs, I'll be talking about it, but it is what it is. Let me see what this guy is. I forgot Trump. Who's this Jonathan Braun guy? I forgot about, I didn't know anything. MCA. Wonder, is this him? Guy made a killing in the MCA industry. But Donald Trump is openly supportive to cryptocurrencies. Again, regulation is not the card. Trump suggests creating a strategic national Bitcoin stockpile, while the goal is ensuring that American is a crypto capital of the planet. See, Trump thinks business. It's very clear what he wants to do here. I know he was against cryptocurrency before, but I think he's kind of changed the tune. He's seen the money, he's seen the opportunity. So he wants more influence over the Fed, which could affect rates and lending. Clearly, y'all remember when Trump the guy who runs the Feds increased rates, and Trump really made hell, and he had to lower those rates. Trump is a beast. I love the way he governs. And I think definitely there will be a big major impact with the way Trump governs versus the way Kamala Harris governs. I believe there will be a huge differences in your pockets. I mean, y'all remember when Trump was in power? Okay, there's a huge difference between when Trump was in power and what's going on right now. Okay, it's just definitely times are different. We're dealing with different type of situation. It's a different world, of course, post COVID and everything like that. And there's been a lot of different interruptions within the business community. There's been a couple of years of huge transformations. The future, is looking definitely crazy with AI and the job cuts. Anyway, I don't want to make this video long. That's my little rant, my little comments on my thoughts on what's going on in the industry and why and how Trump and Harris, this election could impact the business lending industry. Peace out. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon. By the way, if you don't know, this video is brought to you by Pennington Consulting Group, where we always say our goal is to help you reach your goals. So if you're looking for some funding, if you're a business, if you're looking to start, grow, or even expand your business or in need of some funding, you want to go ahead and click the link in the description below and visit us at Pennington Consulting Group. In addition to that, if you're looking to start your own business loan agency, this program is also brought to you by Broker Solutions Academy. And what we do is we help loan brokers and understand and simplify the various funding products that are available in the marketplace so they can properly serve their clients, stop the endless confusion and self-defeating pointless rat race they're currently in, and grow their business while maximizing profits by teaching them how to become a real business loan broker, not just a glorified referral partner. So definitely there's going to be a link in the description. We've worked all year long to really package this program, and it's the most comprehensive loan broker training there is. Guaranteed you're going to be successful, especially if you're going to be having me as your coach. Okay, so definitely want to check the links in the description. In addition to that, if you're interested in some of our media services, we offer YouTube editing services. I have my team. You see how great these videos are. Come on. Okay, you look at our website. You look how good those websites are. And look at your website, okay? So if you're interested in having us work on your website, if you're interested in having us work on your YouTube, or even get your social media game just right, you want to go ahead and reach out to us. There's going to be a link in the description on how we can partner up together to help you grow your social media presence, your web presence, so you can position yourself for success, as I always say. So anyway,